Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna celebrating 8-year anniversary of Atmanivedana and Subhangada.
Everyone.
Well, you guys are the founder people doing it. Everyone else is helping you. And I myself was greatly inspired by Atmanivedana's doing the Bhagavad Gita. And at the time there was a monthly Harinam Sankirtan festival. And in the late winter, in the winter of 2011 into 2012, I was coming down regularly. I was staying in upstate New York, kind of resting my bones to get ready to go back out and do more. And I was thinking this would be great if this could happen every day. And lo and behold, in March of 2012, that indeed came to pass. So we're a year and 2 months behind you. Yesterday we celebrated 6 years and 10 months. So you're our 8-year-old older brother here. I would just like to make a little pitch in front of everybody here. We've been keeping this thing going every day for nearly 7 years, and it's definitely not one man's business. I'm approaching my 60th birthday. I started this when I'm 53, and we really could use some help. Not just money, that's nice, but even more better than money. Come out and, borrowing a term from some type of freedom movement, exercise your choice to raise your voice, to make the right choice, pro-choice, to choose to chant Hare Krishna with us. It's winter time, it's cold, we're in the subways, but actually austerity is the wealth of the Brahmins, and there's a lot of spiritual advancement and a lot of real nectar to be shared. But, you know, our team is, you know, like half a dozen people, maybe 8 people. And we're days off, half days off, and trying to keep the thing going. It's not easy. So like on Saturday, a few devotees turn up, even now, and that's nice. But I'm just putting it out there. If you want to do some really good devotional service that will be recognized by Srila Prabhupada, help the Harinam party. And if you're available, like during the week, we go 1:30 to 7:30. Come out and pitch in, you know, even if it's just a half an hour. If you could do more, be with us an hour and a half, it'll take the strain off us, you know. As they say, give till it hurts, right? Till your material desires get burned away, and that's my little pitch here after experiencing the ecstasy. We're chanting in the public, surrounded by all types of adverse elements, so I don't very much get the opportunity to chant with devotees in a sacred place. That's a rare thing for me. But I try to make outside a sacred place. And I have a lot of practice, and I have some realization about the beauty and efficacy and the need to do it. And I'm putting this plea out publicly. And it's not a false plea or a materially motivated plea. Come and help. I would very much appreciate it. And Srila Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya, and what to speak of the people in general. Go out of your comfort zone. You know what, the false ego makes us always think me, mine, but think about other people's problems. And again, as we were saying in the class, the main problem is forgetfulness of their relationship with Krishna. Everybody in this room has hope that at the time of death you will draw on the association of devotees and the knowledge that you learned and the devotional service that you performed, and that will help you cross over into the next life, or even better, to no more taking another life and go back home, back to Godhead, and get your spiritual body back. So imagine all those people out there who have no chance, just like you. Imagine if you had no chance. Someone met you, some devotee's hard work caused you to ultimately come in contact with Krishna consciousness. So we have to give that to other people. He is the true yogi who by his own self sees the happiness of others. Anyway, that happiness is remembering Krishna, suffering is forgetting Krishna. So, and this is what Krishna wants the most, and he says in the Bhagavad Gita, Priya Kritama. We say devotional service pleasing Krishna, but there's different ways of pleasing Krishna. You can, you know, put $5 in a box, or you could help to spread the holy name, you know, for your entire life, and then help distribute Srila Prabhupada's books. They're both devotional service, but what's more pleasing? So we should be intelligent in that way, like capitalistic. You know, people are greedy, how to make the most money, the most advantage, you know, always calculating this way and that. So we should calculate spiritually, not for a, you know, a ruthless purpose of cutthroat, get on top of the mountain, but what will please Krishna the most? And what's pleasing to Krishna is pleasing to all living entities by watering the root of the tree, all the branches, twigs, leaves, and branches. So Lord Chaitanya has affirmed that this Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large. It is most potent, most empowered, glorious, and successful. And ultimately, it's an opportunity for us to step forward and agree to do it. It's not that because nobody's really doing it, therefore it's lacking potency. You know, people say, oh, you're doing it. I'm saying the movement is already existing. I just grabbed onto the merry-go-round that's already spinning. You know, so do it and get the credit. Like Krishna told to Arjuna, I want you to fight the battle, and I want you to get credit, and I want you to win glory. If we don't do it, somebody else will do it. No doubt about it, because it's the desire of the Supreme Authority. But this is our opportunity, and we should take advantage of it. And help those who are also trying. They shouldn't be left to struggle in niggardly poverty, not like economic poverty. Of course, that's nice too, to help us to live in New York City, but to help us to actually do it, you know, go out there and do the jugna. You know, we don't like, I'm going to give money to a temple or to an organization, and then people just live there and they don't do anything, and they're just collecting money and eating, and, you know, it ends up like the money that you donated helps them to pass stool, just like dogs and monkeys, you know. But to actually go out there and do it and make it happen, that's the best. Thank you very much for indulging me and allowing me to say that.
Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai!